I took apart the Nissan Leaf battery, and I got 36 of these packs, so that's pretty cool. I got one going on my ffxiv right now, and just gonna see how much energy it'll take. It's kind of funny that I started trying to go through the main story quest on Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, well, so let's just go back a little further. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for like half a decade now, like almost since launch. And I went through a thing where basically that's the first place I really had friends in Final Fantasy XIV. That's also where I first like kind of fully experimented with what gender I wanted to be. So I just was myself, and I felt like I fit my female character. Well, Final Fantasy XIV is basically where I got a lot of my friends and developed my first like social skills that were actually like just talking to people. Because before that, I didn't really have friends. But then there was a bunch of like issues where I got really sick and tired of people, and I just went to crafting and talking to a few people, but mostly just crafting and mining and stuff, and just little stuff. And I didn't want to ever do multiplayer again. Well, then I got the new expansion, and I wanted to get the new ores, which are in the new area, which you have to go through all the story quests in order to get to that area. The story quests require you to do dungeons with other people. So I barely got through the first couple of them. I would average like a dungeon like once every 3 months because they're just so difficult. But then actually this week and last week, I've been really hammering through them, which is nice. Well, then I actually found myself finding myself invested in the story again, because I went from like because near the end of Final Fantasy XIV 1.0, I just kind of like got desensitized to the story to where just skipping through all the dialogue just to get through it and to get the quest done. And the same thing with Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn for like, what, 2 years or whatever? About there, I don't know. That I skipped. I tried reading all the stuff, but I just couldn't get attached to the storyline. Well, last week, whenever I really started getting attached to the storyline again, and feeling like, oh, I like this world. This actually isn't as bad as I said. I feel really good. I don't really know where I'm talking, but I mean, I don't know what direction I'm talking about, but oh well. So yeah, I feel like I've reconnected with Final Fantasy XIV, but I've also found things in Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn that I like, that I thought was gone. I have to say, one of the things that I didn't think Final Fantasy XIV was capable of was making me cry a little bit. Because, for instance, all the Final Fantasy games that I like the most are the ones that make me cry. Final Fantasy XIV 1.0, well, I cry every so often. This one, yeah, I cried. It's just more like like that. Now, at the same time, I kind of force it because I like to get emotionally involved in a video game, especially in this game, because it's like part of my life. Interestingly enough, anytime I tear up over something that is a non-irritant, that is like emotion driven, I write it down, and I'm still averaging about 1 to 2 emotional reactions every month. So really, my emotion really hasn't gone up. Due to having more estrogen in my system, I haven't noticed more crying or anything like that, which is interesting. Still the normal amount though. Maybe it's just that I just normally cry anyway, so whatever. But yeah, I have a weird like fascination with like thinking of sad things in Final Fantasy XIV, and I like just like being always sad about it. It makes me feel like I'm there. like it's real, like it's a real world, because they care about it. You know what I mean? I also totally forgot that legacy characters have a tattoo on the back of their character. Because I was looking it up, because I'm not really sure what. There might be some differences in the story of Final Fantasy XIV, whether you're a legacy character or a legacy player, or if you're a new player. I think there might be a few extra lines that they add in, like they reference that you've actually been there for a long time, as opposed to not been there for a long time. So I'm thinking, there's actually some differences, some extra perks that I didn't know about to being a legacy player, aside from the normal ones like getting like super cheap subscription and oh, I got my name. I saw my name in the credits, so that's pretty cool. Because of course they have just everyone's name in the credits from that helped pay for it before they considered it actually good. So yeah, that was pretty cool to see my name in there. I remember entering that in on the lodestone for that. Oh, but yeah, so I was kind of looking up on Google just to see like, oh, what's all going on with like legacy versus non-legacy, and I totally forgot about all legacy characters have the tattoo on their back. It's like, oh, it's kind of cool. I couldn't get that in any other way. But yeah, so I finished Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn's storyline. I think it's ARR. I don't know if maybe this is leading into ARR. I don't know, but oh well. So yeah, I finished the first session of. Actually, I can check. Fuck it. Oh, okay, no, I can't because the journal in the game does not show the quest tree. Because that'd be kind of cool if they had like a quest tree where it like starts with one quest and kind of goes out to multiple ones, but it'd be difficult to program. I mean, it'd be easy to program, but it'd be difficult to make it to where it actually had meaning, because then it would just be infinitely branching out to nothing, you know? I don't know. So yeah, I've been enjoying playing Final Fantasy XIV. At the rate I'm going, I could definitely see myself going for another like 36-hour gaming session next weekend. I don't know. Pretty cool. I was thinking about recording or like live streaming me playing Final Fantasy XIV, but it's too personal. I don't think I could live stream that. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and thanks for watching. See ya!